there has to be something there that like your original tactics still work. Like I think about sometimes in my life, like, you know, when I was younger, I fought to get here, work, like blind naivete. Like I just like confidence that was just like pouring out my ass. Like didn't give a shit about anything or anyone, would reach out to anyone, would call you 1,000 times. Like just didn't give a shit.
Yep.
And then, you know, as time goes on and you start getting certain things, like your strategy and your tactics and your practices change
a little bit because you get a little comfortable. You feel, I remember I used to like go online and print out, like my mom will tell you, like print out like 50 pages. I would waste all the printer ink and would print out every single talent agency there was in the world. And I actually remember calling William Morris one time because they had, you know, they were repping Rihanna. I was like, oh my God, I want to be on that like agency. And I remember calling them and somebody picked up and was like, do you know what we do? Like, this is not the way to get to us. And then just like hung up the phone on me. And I remember when I signed to them, I told them that story and they're like, I'm sure that person is long gone, but that was really funny. Yeah.
Turns out it's your agent.
Can you imagine?
But those practices of doing it yourself, like taking it upon yourself to get something done, like you really could, like to your point, people hide behind agents and managers and lawyers and you could have leaned on them and they could have not gotten it done and that would have been good enough.
Just because everybody is like, there's just, I don't blame it. People, there's just so many moving parts in the music industry and there's so much stuff coming like constantly, and emails and texts and this and that. And it's like, sometimes you just got to do it yourself. You got to do it yourself. You got to grind. You got to hustle. I remember when for No Broken Hearts with Nicki, I literally went to a party that I knew G. Roberson, who was managing her at the time, was going to be at. And I was at this birthday party.
I love you.
And I had like my phone and I like walked up to him and I was like, G, I'm such a big fan of your work and what you do for Nicki. And it, you know, she's like an incredible, like I would die to have her on one of my songs. And he's like, play it for me right now. And I'm like, in the middle of this party, like it's music playing already, like there's people talking. He's like, if I like it and it's a good song, he's like, I'll be able to hear through it. So that's when I played it for him then. That's how we made it happen.